Several thousand people are expected to protest Navalny's conviction on embezzlement charges. A Moscow court gave him a suspended sentence of 3.5 years. But his brother Oleg was jailed for the same offense after a trial that their supporters said was all politics. Navalny led protests against President Vladimir Putin 3 years ago. Outside the courtroom, he called on people to turn out in force again this Tuesday.
This power does not deserve to exist. It should be destroyed. I'm calling today on everybody to take to the streets. I'm calling to take to the streets until the power which tortures innocent people is removed.
Now, CNN's Matthew Chance is in that rally, attending it in support of the Navalny brothers to tell us what's going on there. Matthew, what is the scene now? It looks like there's a lot more protesters.
Yeah, well, certainly, Jim, over the course of the past half an hour or so, a lot more people had gathered and tried to move their way towards Manesh Square, which is in the center of the Russian capital. But that square had been effectively sealed off by large numbers of police that have been deployed there. Not just the square as well, the roads leading to it. And so I'm standing on one of those main roads now where many people have been turned back by riot police dressed in helmets and wielding batons, refusing to allow people to head towards Manesh Square. It's difficult to get a figure on the exact number of people that have turned out. The pavements they've been corralled onto are pretty narrow, so it's pretty hard. But the Facebook page that was promoting this event this evening had 16,000 people or more saying they would turn up. And so clearly a good number of people in Moscow sympathetic to the cause of Alexei Navalny and angry that he's been sentenced to 3.5 years, admittedly a suspended sentence, and his brother has actually been sent to prison. Alexei Navalny saying that is punishing his family for his political activities. And so, you know, a great sense of anger amongst many people in Moscow this evening, Jim.
Just very briefly, can you tell us, is he a major thorn in the side of the Kremlin?
Yes, I think he certainly is. I mean, the opposition in this country, such as it is very fragmented. It is not very effective. But Alexei Navalny has emerged over the past several years as the preeminent opposition figure in the country. He stood for mayoral elections to be the mayor of Moscow a couple of years ago and got 27% of the vote, coming second to the Kremlin appointee. And so he is pretty popular. The question is, does his popularity extend beyond the urban areas of Moscow and other cities in the country? And that's not clear.